Hello and welcome to the Philippines, or welcome to Vietnam, I should say. Got over here early this morning, October 11th, and got a few hours sleep, and then had breakfast at the restaurant right next to the hotel. That was included in my rate. And there's a huge market just a couple blocks away, and I am going to take you on a little trip through there. And people are very aggressive, I can tell you that. They don't want to let you go. They want you to buy now. And you better be ready to negotiate, because they start high.
Cargo shop for you, son. I have your size many color. Have a look.
Maybe later.
You want a pair for you, sir?
Hello.
Hello, sir. You buy t-shirt?
Hello.
I have your size.
Maybe later.
You buy now, buy now, lucky.
I just get into town. I only get into town, so I want to look a little. All right.
I have you, sir.
Hello, sir.
Just come in and see me, please.
Cheap price.
Oh,
Your
nice.
color.
Oh, my color, black.
Yeah.
Oh, how much?
Cheap price for you.
No, don't.
Come in here. We cannot sell outside. You give me a Vietnamese đồng.
Yeah, don't.
Nè, Vietnamese đồng.
I'm ready. I just get here. I just get here.
Okay, 150.
Huh?
150.
No.
Okay, 100. 100 buy không? 70, sir.
You want long sleeve, sir?
Looking for, sir.
Looking for a shirt, t-shirt for you. Hi, t-shirt.
Yeah.
Hi. One more long sleeve
Right.
không? T-shirt. Này nó mới đổ xuống xe.
Giờ các bạn thấy đâm chiêu rồi đấy, thấy khó chịu rồi đấy.
Hello, buy shoe for you, sir.
I did end up buying a shirt on the outside, around the perimeter of the building. I understand I think they're government-owned shops, and they are fixed prices. They are listed. Prices are listed. Inside, you better haggle and negotiate. People tell me to drop 50% right away, and then try to meet in the middle. I've found that even 50% off in most cases is overpriced inside. For instance, a bottle of vodka alcoholic beverage, was priced at 200,000 dong inside here at several places. And of course they want, well, what do you pay? And I didn't want a bottle of vodka right then and there. Because I'm going to be traveling, I'm not going to have time to drink a bottle. I stopped in a small convenience store down the street a ways and pick up a couple snacks and some tea and that type of thing. And they had liquor there for sale also. And that same bottle called Hanoi vodka, and brewed here in Vietnam, was like, I think it was like 53,000 pesos, dong, instead of 200,000. So already they're almost 4 times. They're priced 4 times what they are in a convenience store. One thing I appreciate about Vietnam is that there is coffee and coffee shops everywhere down here. You can get you can buy the beans, and I think they're one of the second largest coffee exporter in the world, I believe, close to that. Oops, excuse me. No problem.
No, I don't. Hello, sir. My hair, sir.
Hello, sir.
Come in to see. Happy now.
Nói sơ dằn cái miếng mặt ta mát.
No. I did try. 100 yuan.
100?
Yeah, 100, sir.
Okay. Not right now.
50, okay. Hello, 40? 50, sir.
50.
50. 50.
Hello, sir. Best, sir.
Want to buy something, sir? Main wallet.
Not right now. In wandering around today, I met, I think, about 5 different Australians here, and talked to them, and then I talked to a couple Vietnamese people who spoke good English, and we were talking about the market and how they priced things and this type of thing, how high priced they are initially. And they said, yeah, they've really keyed in on the tourist market, and there was a lot of foreigners there, a lot more Russians here than in the Philippines, and people from lots of different countries. But they feel they have one chance to get your money, get you to purchase that, and they're very aggressive in pulling you into their booth virtually and literally, and grabbing your arm and trying to pull you, standing in front of you so you can't pass, and very, very persistent to the point that I found it was an interesting experience to go in there and see the stuff, but it was a little bit uncomfortable. I had planned to buy a couple things, including a hat or two, but the prices were so high and they were so aggressive that I was just not comfortable even dealing with them. And like one of the Australians told me, is that you get they see you getting a little flustered, and they pile it on even more, and they'll get one or two people surrounding you and trying to get you to make that decision, spend that money. And I've heard Thailand has gotten like that too, that they're so focused on the foreigner, and they figure the tourist, they figure they have one chance to get you to buy something. They also have a section of meats and vegetables, fruits, that type of thing. Not as large as Carbone Market in Cebu City and some of the big fruit and vegetable markets in the Philippines, but they had pretty good selection. And one interesting thing, they seem to keep these areas really quite clean. I did not see, and I looked for flies, I looked for bugs, I looked for unclean areas, and they were spending time cleaning as they went, it seemed. They had ice, a lot of areas where they had fish. They also had where they had like live shrimp or prawns and those types of things. They had them in water, and they had running water going into that to supply them with the fresh water. Something that other countries can learn from to upgrade the food, the sanitation, and the freshness of the food. Of course, it costs a little bit of money, but in the long run, it might save money, because you're going to have less spoilage, and you'll get probably have more sales because of that. But the people here did not grab me like they did in the rest of the store. Along with the fruits and vegetables and meats, here they have a number of different live, I think, shrimp and a number of different things. I did not see a hardware section that you see in some areas, but they did have areas, they had the clothing, they had the jewelry, the watches, some toys, all types of different types of prepared and processed foods. They had some areas in there, and I had just eaten before I got over there, but they had areas like little restaurants, cafes, and those people were very aggressive too, standing in front of you and trying to grab you into their little area to get you to order something. And I told them, oh, I just ate. Well, have a smoothie, or do have this or have this. They didn't want to let me go without buying something. But there you can see the fresh water being pumped into these live tanks. But I did not see, I don't know if they must make a concerted effort to spray and maintain the area pest-free. I did not see any vermin, rodents, bugs, which is really amazing if you can keep flies and mosquitoes and bugs and rodents out of an area like this. That is a major accomplishment, and not an easy accomplishment. So I have been here less than 24 hours at this point in time. I've gotten myself lost a few times, and but people were helpful. I had a little bit of a map with me, and they kind of pointed me in the right direction. But interesting city, huge city. Vietnam has a huge population, just like the Philippines. People in most other countries don't make eye contact, smile like they do in the Philippines, but met a lot of friendly people here. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Please share the video. Safe travels to you all wherever you're at. And the name of the market, I can't pronounce that. I can't properly pronounce that. That's what it is. Huge, huge inside and outside. So anyway, we'll see you next time.